6 and 9, it says, and let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not.
Let us not be weary in this work of doing the Lord's work, man. You know what I'm saying? This is the only thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Ecclesiastes, man, the whole duty of man is to serve the Lord and keep his commandments, man. That's all we're supposed to do. Everything else is vanity, man. If you're not putting the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua first, then you're going to be last. You're going to be destroyed, man. For you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are confused in the face, man. You know, you're going to be destroyed, man, if you're not putting the Lord first. If you're not doing the Lord's work. If you're not doing the Lord's work, coming out here to the highways and the hedges, man, putting your body as a living sacrifice, then what are you doing? Because that's what he's telling you to do in the King James Bible, man. That's what he's telling you to do. Come out here and represent him in the time of calamity, in the time of temptation, when the world gonna be tried, he gonna represent you. You know, he gonna be there for you when you need him, and he's always there for us, man. He always there. If you out here pushing for him, he always got you. All right. Come on, yeah, you can bring it up.
And this just to back up our call for what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is going to do for the men that's out there pushing in sincerity and the truth, man. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
You know what I'm saying? In those times, man, Jacob's trouble, man, we get these spiritual bodies, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
You're going to make us more precious than fine gold, man. That's what we're getting tried as now, right now. And through this furnace of affliction, man. Going through all this trouble, this trial, this tribulation, man, this humility, man. You know, and at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, this work is not going to go unnoticed, all right?
Even a man than the golden wedge of Euphrates.
Man, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be more precious than jewels. We're going to be more precious than gold, man. You know? Because the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, because the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua has us in that furnace of affliction. You might as well say we are the gold, man. You know what I'm saying? Because in those days, man, our people will be willing in the day of our power, man. All right. You can bring out that Hebrews up, Bavakasha.
You got to precept. I got a precept.
This is Hebrews 6 and 10. For Yahweh is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is not unrighteous to forget our work and labor of love, man. You know what I'm saying? These works are not going unnoticed, man. So all this humility and this humiliation and this scoffing that we're going through, man, you know what I'm saying? We're not doing it for nothing, man. We also out here storing up heavenly riches, man, in the kingdom, man. You know what I'm saying? We build the forth our riches, man. Keep going, Bafakasha.
Which ye have showed toward his name, in that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister.
The love that we have showed towards his name out here ministering, man, and we do minister. Because we get out here and let the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans know that they're the true Israelites and that their power name is Yahweh, who you English call God and Jehovah, and the son name is Yahushua, who you English call Jesus Christ. All right? You know what I'm saying? So we got a reward for this, man. As long as we keep coming out here fighting this good fight, man, we're going to have a reward, man. You know what I'm saying? After each battle, man, after each victory, you know, those warriors always celebrate. And at the end of this battle, man, we're going to celebrate with Yahushua, man. You know what I'm saying? He's going to give us them crowns, man. He's going to receive his glory, then we're going to get ours, man. All right.
We can be able to finally, we can drink that wine with Yahushua in the kingdom too, man. I got a precept.
All right, you can bring yours out, Zariel.
Sirach, chapter 2, verse 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low state.
Whatever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, man. Because you already know that the Lord on the chastise who he loves. So if you're going through these things, man, you know that the Lord is dealing with you.
For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
And acceptable men in the furnace of adversity, man. Gold is tried in the fire. We're that gold being tried in the furnace of affliction, man. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to refine us, man. In that day of trouble and trial and tribulation, man, you know what I'm saying? He's going to send that spirit in, rushing when the enemies come in like a flood, man, that spirit gonna come in and he go and that spirit's gonna rise us up over the enemy, man.
In 2 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 5, it says, for as the sufferings of Mashiach abound in us, so our consolation also aboundeth by Mashiach. And whether we be afflicted, it is for our consolation and salvation. So, you know what I'm saying? It says that for us the sufferings of Yahweh Shai, you know what I'm saying? We are being consolated, you know what I'm saying? It's a benefit towards us for suffering, doing the will and the work of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Going out here and putting our bodies as a living sacrifice, you know what I'm saying? So, by us sacrificing our bodies and suffering and for being Yahweh Shai, He's going to do the same for us. Right?
Come on.
It says, and whether we be afflicted, it is for your consolation and salvation, which is effectual in the enduring of the same suffering, which we also suffer, or whether we be comforted. It is for your consolation and salvation. Right? So we gotta suffer. We gotta suffer. Doing the will and the work of the Most High for us to gain salvation.
I got a precept too, because this is a reward by you suffering and by you having faith and showing your works, putting forth as serving your Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai.
I got a precept on this verse.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 2 verse 42. I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount of Zion a great people, who I could not number, and they all praised the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai with songs.
That's that tabernacle of David, man, that 144,000.
Verse 43, and in the midst of them there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one that of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marvel at greatly.
That's Yahweh Shai crying in that tabernacle of David, man, that 144,000, man. Lord willing, that's the man out here pushing his shoes of sincerity, man, around the four corners of the earth. All right.
Verse 44. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that put off the immortal clothing and put on the immortality. If I said it right? Immortal, and have confessed the name of the Most High. Now are they crowned and receive palms.
So those are the ones that took off the mortar and put on the immortal, man. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones that repented and turned from their wicked ways and turned back to the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and start following His laws, statutes, and commandments, man. And start confess His name, man. Confess. Let it be known that that's the true name, man. That word confess.
Salakia. And also in the book of Sirach, when it says your reward should not fail, man. And that's the reward, man. You being crowned by Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Alright? Because you know what I'm saying? He said he know how to deliver the godly out of temptation. Where if you keep later on reading, he said he loved them, he's promised them, and he's gonna do it. Salakia. I'm basically I'm gonna come back to it. I got another precept. It's short. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 7, verse 9. No, Salakia, verse 8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. Alright, so better is the end of the thing, man. Because the end of this work, man, is by you going to be crowned by Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Alright? And you're going to take off these corruptible bodies and put on incorruptible bodies, man. Alright, them heavenly bodies, man.
You can bring that out again one more time.
Alright, this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof.
Better is the end of a thing. Better is the end of this kingdom, man. This wicked ass kingdom that we're in. You know what I'm saying? Because after this kingdom, we up next, man. The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, we got up next. And that kingdom is going to be everlasting, man. you know, and that's just beautiful, because once this kingdom falls, then you're gonna have that righteous government set up, that restitution, man. You know what I'm saying? This gonna be over rulership of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua up under that 144,000, man. Then up under that 144,000 ruling, man. All right. Oh, you got a precept.
No, I only do that with this thing.
I got
This is Proverbs 6:20. My son, keep thy father's commandments, and forsake not the law of thy mother. Bind them continually upon thy heart, your mind, and tie them about thy neck. When thou goest, it shall lead thee. When thou sleepest, it shall keep thee. And when thou awakest, it shall talk with thee. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and the reproofs of instruction are the way of life. To keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman.
Con. So that go back to Isaiah 33:6. Knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of our time, man. This knowledge and wisdom is a light unto our feet, man, which is a light to our path, man. You know what I'm saying? It's guiding us through this, man. You know? You can read that last part again, Babakasha?
Yep. For the commandment is a lamp.
Con.
What a command do? If you got somebody in the wilderness or in the tunnel, and you hear a voice commanding you, telling you to do this, go right, go left, go forward. No, don't go back. Forward. They're commanding you. So that's the commandments being a lamp to our path, right? Now, the law is light. So the law is what makes you righteous. See, that makes you righteous on your walk, on your path. And the reproofs of instruction are the way of life. That's the way, man. All right? The way to life. Yeah, you got it from here. To keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman, I mean a false philosophy.
God, man. And you know, us having that foundation, that solid rock, which is Yahweh Shai, man, you know what I'm saying? Nothing will be able to pluck us up. These strange women, man, these false doctrines, you know, these philosophies, man, we're not going to fall victim to that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because what Scripture say, these are they that were not defiled by women, man. Those are the ones that wasn't defiled by these false doctrines, going up under Christianity, the Nation of Islam, Buddhism, so forth and so forth, man. Those are the ones that didn't fall victim to those religions. Those are the ones that took hold to the nationality of their true power, knowing that they are Hebrew Israelites, and knowing that the true power is Yahweh, and His Son name is Yahweh Shai. All right. Con, you can bring out that Matthew, Babakasha.
Gotcha. It's Matthew chapter 17, verse 20. And Yahweh Shai said unto them, because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you.
God, man, if you have faith the size of a grain of a mustard seed, which is one of the smallest seeds, man, you can move mountains, man. So if you put your trust in the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man, you can do all things through Him, man. You know what I'm saying? You should have no doubt in your heart, in your Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you know who to call on, and you know who's going to deliver you from out of temptation or out of destruction, man. You know what I'm saying? Make no terror to turn to the Lord, all right? You can break out that Romans 10:13, Babakasha.
Romans 10:13.
And for you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that don't believe and don't have belief, all right, you can bring that out, Babakasha.
It says, whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved.
Whosoever call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved, which is His name is Yahweh, and the Son name is Yahweh Shai. All right, keep going. Babakasha.
How then shall they call on Him in whom they have not believed?
How then shall they call on Him in whom they have not believed, man? Y'all don't believe it because y'all think we up here retarded. You know what I'm saying? Once again, 1 Corinthians 1:21. The foolishness of preaching, man. You know, y'all think this is foolishness, but not knowing this is going to be your ticket out, man. Taking heed to the Lord through His prophets. All right, keep going, Babakasha.
Sir. How shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard?
And for y'all, for the ones that walk by and just ignore this, man, you know what I'm saying? That's why in Proverbs you say, even their prayers shall be abominations, man, because you didn't take heed to the Lord, man, so he's not going to listen to your prayers, man. All right.
How shall they hear without a preacher?
And how shall you hear without a preacher, man? Because if you're sitting up in these churches, man, these hell houses, those are not your preachers, man. Those are those wolves in sheep clothing that's leading you to that ditch of destruction. All right.
And how shall they preach except they be sent?
And how shall they preach except they be sent, man? The Lord said he's going to set up prophets according to his heart, according to his law, man. You know what I'm saying? In these churches, they're not teaching according to the Bible, man. They're teaching according to tradition. They're teaching according to false philosophy, man. They're teaching the false God. They're teaching everything false. Everything goes is a contradiction to the Bible, man. You know what I'm saying? They just teach. They just get in there and do motivation speeches, man. Lift up the people instead of lifting up the Lord and Savior who they're supposed to lift up, man. They get in there and lift up themselves.
What John the Baptist said, he said, I must decrease and the Lord must increase. So they lift up themselves, man. They don't lift up Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, man. That go back into they honor the Most High, but their heart is far from it.
The more you let go of yourself, the more you gain of the Lord, man. And the more he's going to deal with you, man.
And even with that, John the Baptist came preaching the gospel of Yahweh Shai. So when he said he was decreasing, he was falling back so Yahweh Shai could get all the glory. But he never once lifted up himself. When John the Baptist came on the scene, he was talking about the Lord the whole time. He said, I am not that prophet. You know what I'm saying? So he never lifted himself up. Even though he knew the Spirit was placed upon him also.
And for you bird brains out there that keep saying that John the Baptist was not Elijah, he was. Just the truth thing, he was. Alright? This is St. John chapter 14.
We're gonna let my son bring the scripture out first.
This is Psalms 110, verse 3. This is Psalms 110, verse 3. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power.
Man. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all gonna be willing to listen then, man, because y'all need a sign to know that something is true, man. You know what I'm saying? But when that destruction comes, y'all gonna know that it's true then, man, because y'all gonna be like, damn, where the prophets at? Where the men that was out here on the corners, man? You know what I'm saying? We not gonna be here, because it's gonna be famine of the word, man. The Lord, that's why he say, seek him while he may be found, man. Seek him early.
And our people so stupid, even with signs. They can have a sign for something to be true and not believe it. Because slavery is a sign that the so-called white man is the devil. They don't want to believe that he's the devil.
Like you got a stop sign, but they ass still yielding when they say stop. Dumbass people.
And just to add on for Bakashaw, what Canuck was saying, man, and it's also a sign unto you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Slavery is also a sign to you that y'all are the children of Israel. That's it.
Slap. Corrupt.
Alright, this is Psalms 110, verse 3. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, in the beauties of holiness from the womb of the morning. Thou hast the dew of thy youth.
You know what I'm saying? So they go see us, you know what I'm saying, performing these miracles, Lord willing, man. That's us men that's out here pushing this truth, man. You know what I'm saying? They gonna see us out here performing these miracles, man. And then, these are the men of the Lord. The Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is dealing with them. They're gonna be willing then, but it's gonna be too late, man. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be your destruction, man, because you waited on your own time to try to turn back into the Lord, man. But then he's gonna tell you to call on those false gods that you've been calling on, and you're gonna be destroyed. Alright, you can bring it out.
Miracles all the time. This is Judges 10 and 13. It says, yet ye have forsaken me and served other gods, wherefore I will deliver you no more.
Yet you have forsaken the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, and called on other gods, he shall deliver you no more. That's it. Keep going.
It says, go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen, let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation.
Con, I hope he said with a big laugh. Why he laughing, man? Crying to the other gods which you have chosen, that you chose over the true power, your Lord and Savior, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. You know what I'm saying? So I hope he said with a nice laugh, with a nice smirk on his face, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause he gave you innumerable amount of times to turn back to him, man. That's what this grace period is for. And that grace period is almost up, man.
It's like how Elijah was laughing at those motherfucking wicked individuals when he told them to have their God set fire to the altar.
I was about to say too. He gonna laugh at y'all through us.
Con.
He gonna have his men of the Lord laugh at y'all. The same ones that gonna tell the damn 5 verse. See, exactly. You laughing?
Hey, shit.
Hey, am I right? I'm not
Hey,
right.
man.
Hey, that's not the laugh at the Edomite. Oh, that's fucked up. Well, anyway.
Man, chuckle it up.
Hey, timing like a motherfucker. Angel probably tripped us.
Here you go, laugh at them.
They gonna use us to laugh at them. No figure, right?
Con, man.
Use us to laugh at them, man.
Con, the fall of Esau, we're gonna laugh at you.
Destruction and famine, you shall laugh.
Con.
You know, he gonna have us laugh at their calamities.
Con.
I can't understand that. Lemons I go through, that's not one of them.
Con.
This is Psalm 119, verse 128. Therefore I esteem all thy precepts concerning all things to be right, and I hate every false way.
Con, man. You know what I'm saying? Once you get welded down in this truth, in this rock, this foundation of Yahushua, man, you're gonna hate this evil, man. You're gonna hate all the false doctrines, man, because you know what's true and you know what's right. But yet you got our bonehead ass brothers, these Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, that think that this tradition of men is the true way. All right. You know what that is? Isaiah 66:12, man. He will number you to the sword because when he called, you did not answer, man. You rejected the Lord, man. And he gonna number you to the sword, man. He gonna number you to that destruction. All right, yeah, 65 and 12. Come on, throw it up. Yep. Keep going.
All right, verse 129.
Bring it out.
Thy testimonies are wonderful. Therefore do of my soul keep them.
God, thy testimony is wonderful. Therefore my soul keep them, man. Because we know these words are true, we're going to keep them. We're always dwelling and meditating on these scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying? You always got to keep your above and set on things on high, man. And that's Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Con.
Oh, you started?